All right, you vintage gamers out there, you vintage tabletop game fans, this is a cool piece. It's Operation. You've seen it 1,000 times. You know it. You love it. You've grown up with it. I'm going to give you a quick size marker right here. It's 16 by about 10, 9.5. What makes this one special? Well, this one is a little bit special, and I'm going to tell you why. Ordinarily, let's take the lid off first. Ordinarily, a lot of these have the 1965 copyright, usually followed up either by a 97 or later 2000s. Of course, the new Operation has an entirely different Cavity Sam altogether. But what I really want to point out on this one, what makes this unique, what makes this kind of cool, was in 1965, nearly 50 years ago, as a joke. These are all jokes. Water on the knee, funny bone, broken heart, etc. But as an added joke, they put the doctor over, the gentleman's name here is Cavity Sam is the guy, the patient's name. They put the doctor smoking a cigarette, of course, right over the patient in the operating theater itself. That's long since gone. They've redone that art to just make him smiling. So this is kind of cool. This is really the value of this game right here, this particular version of it. You can pop on down to your Target and pick this up right now for a couple of bucks. Head out to Walmart and get the same game. For all I know, there's probably an app on your cell phone that will recreate this game. But what makes this particular one kind of interesting, unique, is that art. Just like the pipe version, the early pipe version of Mr. Potato Head, this is the smoking version of Operation. So, that being said, let's move into the actual piece right there. For the most part, this is the value. And you know what? We'll do that. We'll show you the actual box. It has a little bit of warping. Heck, it's 50 years old, 46 years old, I would say. We believe it to be that. Now, who knows? This particular one may have been produced in 66, 67, 68, but it is vintage nonetheless. It is not one of the ones with the updated copyright circa 97 or 2010 or whatever, any of the newer ones, which usually have both copyrights. So you've seen that. I'll even show you the inside of the box. The nice thing is it hasn't split. So perfectly good box. Again, some warping there from years and years and years of unplay, but that's to be expected and can be pressed out. The board itself and the pieces. Near as I can tell, there's a few pieces that are probably in this cardboard. Anybody out there that's played Operation knows that they get stuck under the cardboard, and you end up mangling the cardboard to get it out. We fished out a few, like this wishbone, which was kind of tough in just these. I doubt that that's the original rubber band in his knee. I sincerely doubt that. But there was one or two pieces here that we just could not find, and I suspect they might be in here. We've got the cards, we've got the money. Heck, it might even be floating around in here for all I know. And amazingly, the original runner and sprue. Those are easy to replace if need be, and they're all the same, whether it's from 65 or 2000. It's really this that's difference. Other than that, the board, the only real difference on this tends to be that copyright date, but take a look at it. It is fantastic. I'm amazed that this isn't all beat up, scratched, who knows. My personal Operation sure did not survive. I'm sure it's at my parents' house somewhere. Did not survive. You can see the back of it here too. Patent number. Now, it did have batteries in. We removed those because, as you might expect, they begin to leak. Those can become very dangerous. Normally, we leave everything exactly in the shape that we find it. That's the provenance of it. But you can see right here where it did begin to leak onto there, and we disposed of those. You from having to do it, and of course from keep from sending acid through the mail. Even this is in really fantastic condition given the age. Not right there, I'm sure. See some warping, not warping, tarnishing on there. A little bit of tarnish, which again, that's part of the patina. We'll leave that. We have not tested this. Again, it had the batteries as they were in that condition, so we're going to leave that to you. But it's not like it's a very complicated piece of machinery. So first comes. And I suspect that those extra pieces are in here. The rest of it is exactly as you see it, so head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com where you can check out the photos. You can drill down and zoom in, ask questions that you like, whatever it is that you really, this is a good one for you. For you vintage gamers, you really got to get this. This is just a nice, you'll never see this again. At no point is Milton Bradley going to re-release this artwork, so it's a really nice way to get this into your collection.